not the biggest fucking fan of remaking films, right? If a film's done well in its time, leave it, mate. There's certain films you don't need to touch, right? God forbid anyone ever touched Goonies or Lost Boys or some shit like that, mate. I'd lose me shit, mate, right? But someone's taken one from 80s anyway and proper fucked it up. And I know loads of you are going to watch this film because it's just come out and you're going to proper disagree with me. You'll say that the original wasn't that good anyway or some shit like that, mate. It's called Roadhouse, right? And the original was with Swayze, man. The dude out of Dirty Dancing, man. And he were proper fucking hard. He were Dalton. And it were a good little 80s film, mate. It wasn't fucking Oscar-worthy or out like that. But back in day, you put Roadhouse on and then you went and hit a wall or something, mate. Just with your fist. Because it felt good, mate. And do you know what I mean? And there was just some good music in it. A nice rock bar. Anyway, along comes 2024 knocking on your door. Like, right, we've run out of shit films to make. Let's just keep remaking everything and make a proper fucking ash of it. Now, I don't know if they've made it more accessible to kids, because they've toned it all down, right? And I'm going to get to the worst part of this. And those that you've seen it and don't like it, you'll know where I'm coming to on this shit, right? I've got no problem with Jake Gyllenhaal. He's toned to fuck. He plays the part well. I've just tripped over a fucking log. That shows you this is live. I'm going to keep going anyway, mate, because I'm like fucking Bear Grylls. I survived that. Anyway, right, and Jake Gyllenhaal's in it, and he looks fucking ace, and he plays a part. They've changed little bits just to keep it a bit more entertaining. He's now a ex-UFC fighter that killed someone in ring. We don't go into too much why or what he did. He's just a changed man now, and they bring him to this place. It's called Roadhouse. It's a roadhouse, and it's called Roadhouse. It's like the fucking Beekeeper all over again, mate. And he sorts shit out. In fact, he don't sort that much shit out, really. He has a couple of fights and then trains a load of kids to do the shit for him while he sits there watching them fucking smiling and, like, I did that. I taught you how to do that. You taught him to fucking bend at his knees. It were hardly fucking 6 months of fucking hardcore UFC fighting, you bell with. Anyway, so he teaches these fucking people. If you've seen the original, they sort of follow it a little bit. I am fucked here, mate. I'm trying to do a review, right? And look. You see what I'm fucking tasked with? Anyway, right, he tries... hang on. He tries to train some kids, right, to do his fucking work. Anyway, there's some bad guys. There's always some bad guys, mate, and they're usually on motorbikes, and they are in this film, so that kind of works out well. And there's a love interest who's a nurse, like she was in the original. She tends to a few of his wounds to stop fucking hitting people and bringing us more work. You bell with for having to work fucking extra hours, and we don't get paid much. And there's a bad guy, and this is the bit I get to, mate. You've got all these ingredients. It could be potentially a good film. It could be, fucking Fast and Furious in a bar. You're bringing Conor McGregor, mate. And he might have had an illustrious career in UFC, mate, but he's no fucking actor. I mean, I don't know what they've done here. I don't know what the preparation for Conor McGregor to go into this film was. Basically, they've said, forget that you can speak Irish, right? Pretend that you're actually an American and you're trying to speak Irish. Because his fucking accents, it's like fucking... Bane has been fucking bummed by Gollum. I don't know what's going on, man, but there's some bum whiff going on, right? And he's in a situation, put you in the face situation. And he's going on, right? And when he turns up, right? He enters the film naked, right? And he does a proper Terminator scene like, I will have your clothes. And he does. And it's fucking cheesemonger, mate. It's cheese fest. And I don't even like cheese. Right? And then he someone's obviously said to him as well, we're going to fucking surgically implant a fucking coat hanger into your back. So walk like that. So he's like, he honestly is like a fucking cardboard cutout, mate. And it just causes shit. It's proper like, oh, I'm going to smash shit and golf club shit and I won't die. There's a bit on speedboats where they fucking flip about and land in other boats. Of course you do. And then they crash into buildings in speedboats and they're all still alive and just a couple of cuts on head. And then he basically rescues the whole fucking town, just Gyllenhaal. Everyone else is fucking dead that's meant to be. Corrupt cop says, look, mate, you get out of here, I'll cover this shit, even though I tried to kill you about fucking 4.5 minutes ago, but forget about that. And then he goes, and fucking hell, mate, where am I in this stretch at Woods? Right, he goes, and Fucking hell, mate. And it's like an episode of Little Sobo. They're like, mate, stay. And he's like, no, I've got to go now. This town isn't really good. He puts his up again, mate, and he's off on bus because he's got a fucking bus pass, man. He can get to fucking Harrogate to Ripon for £2 on 36, and he's gone basically, and that's it. And he's left a shitload of money for some unfortunate fucking shop that got blown up. I don't recommend this film, mate, but I'm going to enjoy the arguments and people telling me it were fucking amazing, like you did Beekeeper. So let's go.